Thriving in a new country is quite hard sometimes, especially when you are new to the new environment and the community. And especially for those of you who wants to study abroad, this video is just for you because I'm about to tell you what nobody does. This is the ultimate guide for international students. Let's go. Before we get started, my name is Vincent and I've been in the UK for over 6 years now. And as an international student, there are a lot of challenges and hardships that I've come across. And here in this video today, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. Let's go. Alright, moving in a new country sometimes can be hard. And especially when you are from a different culture and a different country, there are going to be some hardships that lie underneath. But don't worry, I got you, because I'm gonna bring you a step-by-step guide to thrive in this new country. Let's go. Alright, the first step. The first step begins not when you get off the plane, not when you land on someone's country or a different country. It begins once you have decided that you are gonna study abroad. And that's the number one step. And number one step is preparation. You gotta prepare, honestly, like literally. You gotta prepare for what's coming because studying in a new environment, studying in a new country, it's quite challenging sometimes, and sometimes it can be overwhelming once you get there and you have no idea what you're supposed to do. So the first step to preparation. Okay, I've got there are like four things that you need to do beforehand. First one is research. Research on what you need to do and plan things ahead. Plan things ahead, research on which city you're going to be located, where you should be traveling to, what's your final destination. For example, from the airport to, I don't know, if it's a host family where you're going to live or a boarding accommodation, then you go there. Then you find the address and how are you going to get there. Are you going to get a taxi? Are you going to get a bus? Are you going to get a tube? Are you going to get a train, a rail? I don't know, pick something else. Or just research what's the best way to get there with a big luggage. If you're traveling for over a year, then obviously you're all gonna be having a big luggage. So make sure you do and research that, and what kind of city are there, and what buses are available, what are the commute that's possible during those times when you're gonna be there. Like say for example, if you arrive at 3 a.m, then you need to find a bus that gives that 3 a.m. That goes after 3 a.m. because you don't want to be waiting for 4 hours in the airport just for a bus. So research beforehand. That's the first thing. The second thing is prep your documentation. It's important before you actually land to the country, before you actually get out of the airport. You have to go through the immigration, which is really important because immigration is where they check whether you are an actual student or not. So if you're not an actual student, then you're gonna get rejected and you just have to fly back home. But which means there's a high chance that you're gonna get rejected if you're not going to be able to provide the documentation. So make sure you prepare documents for example, for the UK you need to apply ETA certificate, which is basically acceptance of studies, and the confirmation letter from your school is the most important thing, and things like tuberculosis tests and those kind of things. All the documents will be listed in the government website, or which country you are traveling from, because I can't tell which country you're traveling from or which country you're traveling to. So make sure you document that and you research that beforehand because immigration is really important as well. Okay, that's the second point. Okay, the first one is research and planning. The second is basically preparation for the documents, and the third is packing, smart packing. Pack well, because you have no idea what's going to come. You have no idea whether you're going to miss the food. You have no idea whether you're going to need these clothes. You have no idea whether you need to wear shorts in a really cold area. Like in the UK currently in January is so cold, and imagine if you bring shorts, you wouldn't get to wear shorts or t-shirts anywhere outside because it's freezing here. So make sure you research that. Basically correlates. Everything is connected because you have to research on whether you need to bring those clothes, not just clothes, accessories like your daily, daily skincare routine or anything else that you need to get, or even food, for example, even like dry food, or if you want to bring some of the food that you really like from your home country, then make sure you prep beforehand and yeah, pack it in. That's it. Number 4, financial preparation. Make sure that you bring some cash with you, as well as some card which can be used internationally, like Visa for example is a really good one, Visa debit. And also make sure you do research beforehand that whether you can apply bank accounts or even remotely. You can apply like international student-friendly bank accounts and bank account lines, which you can use later when you get to the country, because for the first few weeks you won't get the bank card unless you had it sorted out like beforehand, or unless you've been to the country. So which means you need to wait for like 2 weeks or something else to get the documents, to apply for the bank account, to get the bank card, and then to be able to use that bank card. So make sure you bring cash and enough amount of financial preparation before you come here. Alright, the next one is the first week. Holy shit, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm really excited because I feel like I'm living my I'm living my life again 5 years ago. So number 2, the second step, the first week. Once you've done those preparations, you are here. You're here for the first week. The first week is really important, and I need to emphasize that. Like, I swear to God, you need to be making the best out of your first week, because first week is important, really important. The first thing, once you get there, try to settle in. Like, try to make sure that you have a nice place. Try to put your stuff there. Try to organize your stuff as like things that you've brought over, your commodities and like clothing, making sure that your room is nice and it's a nice and friendly environment for you to study more. And the second thing is make friends once you get to your accommodation or your place. Like, for example, let's say if you got to a host family, then you will be meeting the host parents from there who will be welcoming you, so you can communicate with them and talk to them a little bit, get to know them a little bit more. Or if you are moving to a boarding accommodation, then I'm sure there will be a lot of students, which is so fun. There will be a lot of students who are also going to be in different rooms next to you or somewhere close to you, and then they'll be going through the same phase. They'll be like, damn, I'm in a new country, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So they're going to be the same as you, so make sure you reach out to them, or make sure you just like try and raise that awareness that you're here, and everyone's also new to here, and everyone's gonna like come together at some point. So make sure you like reach out and make some friends, because at some point you're gonna need them, like literally, whether it's fire alarm or whether it's, I don't know, you're gonna need friends, honestly. So that's the second thing within that topic. And the third thing is attend orientation. Orientation week is the first week, or within the first 2 weeks of the school, college, or university, and that's when they're going to introduce. When they means the school is going to introduce you to the stuff that you will have to be familiar. You will have to familiarize yourself with from a day-to-day basis. Things like how you should be commuting, what are the available things at school, things like societies, clubs, and projects. For example, for me, I'm currently in a university, so if you are planning to study abroad for university, then I'm pretty sure university will have a lot of societies, clubs, and projects. For my university, which is Imperial College London, it has 360 societies, so I'm sure you'll be able to find a place where you belong or where you feel like you fit in. Whether it be a sports club, or whether it's a society, whether it's your ethnicity or nationality society, for example, like a Chinese society or Malaysian society, that kind of thing, or even just like Asian and British societies, like their general things, or even just like your interests and hobbies that you would like to do. There will always be something else, and there will always be people who are like you, who are interested in those things, and who you will form connections with. So don't worry about it, but make sure you keep an open eye to them, make sure you listen to them, make sure you reach out if you want, and make sure you know that they exist. Okay, that's the first thing. So orientation week, make sure not to miss, and that's also when you're gonna meet a lot of friends. So I'm so excited for this. I don't know why I'm having goosebumps. So like, that's also when you're gonna make friends. That's also when you're gonna be seeing a lot of new faces, a lot of people who doesn't really want to talk, who's like also as you were like figuring things out, new to the environment, new to the country, new to the place. And so yeah, that's the third thing. And the next thing is outside of school, college, or university, and that's when you will have to map your daily life. You will have to figure it out. You will have to like optimize the best option for you. Like, what's the best way you can make out of it? Which means things like commuting, like things like food, like how are you gonna sort breakfast out, how are you gonna sort the lunch out, like is there a lunch, is there a canteen in your like college, university, and where are you gonna buy it, what's the best place to buy it, what's the cheapest place to buy it, what's the like student-friendly place to buy? Where am I gonna get dinner if I get too late? Or should I take this bus to get there? Should I take this tube to get better? And how expensive is the tube? Like those kind of things, you need to map yourself, because you are going to be traveling on a day-to-day basis. If it's a school, then you'll be traveling every day, every 5 working days, sorry. And then if it's for university, you will also be traveling the same amount of time. And you need to figure out different times and try to map your daily life once you get there and see, I think this will be the best option for me to go, so that you don't waste a lot of time on the train for like 2 hours riding around. So make sure you do that, okay? Number 4, thriving academically. You knew it was gonna come, isn't it? Yeah, of course, we're gonna talk about academically. How are you gonna be successful, and how you can be successful, and how you should keep track of it, and how to make the best out of your study experience. Academically, you will have to prepare beforehand, obviously, before even the school starts, before even the curriculum starts, before your first class. You will have to read the material, you have to learn the material, you have to like skim and outline the material, and that's the most important things. Like the smartest students are the most successful people. They do that beforehand. They read the brief before they come into class, before they walk into a lecture. So make sure you prepare beforehand for any kind of material that you're doing, whether it be physics, maths. If it's maths, try and like recall it. If for me, I'm doing mechanical engineering, so maths is kind of like my thing, and I love doing maths and science. So what I normally do is I just like recall the stuff that I've done before, or that I did during my like A-levels or sometime before I came here, and then afterwards try to like memorize and try to like outline, okay, these things are quite new to me. It's okay, it's totally fine to be new and like very alien to you, because that's normal, because that's what's the whole point of studying abroad, is like that's the whole point of you learning the new term. But it's okay to like map out, okay, these are the things, and then try to like prepare that beforehand. So that's the first step. And the second point is make sure that you familiarize yourself with people, the peers and the professors, or even the teachers, and make sure that they know that you exist, or just make sure that you are out there as well, that you are in the class. I'm sure those teachers will support you, the teachers, the lecturers will support you with anything in terms of academics that you need, because that's the whole point of them, and that's their job. So they'll be doing their very, very best to be able to give you the best education possible. So make sure you get close to them, and trust me, you won't regret this, because later when you have some kind of weird questions, some kind of like stupid question, or some kind of questions that you don't really understand, it's gonna be so useful. It's like you're just gonna need that, like literally. And I mean, they'll be able to help. And imagine if you know them and just ask them casually, they'll be like so chill to answer it, and that's how you like become a successful student. Okay, aside from building relationships with peers and professors and lecturers, another thing that I like to mention is make sure that you use the resources, like the available resources from the campus or the school or the college. Let's say, for example, like libraries. For university life, libraries will be a big thing. There'll be like focus groups or social events that's going on, that's gonna promote you academically. That's gonna give you that little edge and push you into being a successful student. So make sure you use those resources, like things like library services, I don't know, like career advice, international student support, really important as well. Like if you lost something or something else, if you lost a passport, if you if you lost something else really important, make sure you utilize them as well. It's not just academically, for other aspects of your student life is also really important. So make sure you do that, and make sure that you optimize the campus resources. Okay, number 4 is avoid procrastination. Make sure that you are up to date with your materials, are up to speed with your lectures or your classes. Make sure you catch up with the material, the curriculum that's like ongoing with the school, university, or college. Then avoid procrastination at all costs. Please, 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 because later you won't regret it. Because instead of cramming 3 weeks before the exam, it's better to do 1 hour every single day until you get to the exam, and you're like, damn, this is easy, and you have like other social life to do, and you have like other things, other shit to get done. So make sure you do that. Avoid procrastination at all costs. Okay, once we have looked at the academic part of it, now we're gonna look at the social side of it. So make sure that you make as much friends as you can, because friends are the closest thing that you have to family here. Because yeah, you're far from home. Even though if you have like some family and relatives here, as an international student, it's quite hard to find someone who are as close to yourself out there. So make sure you make friends, and the more friends you have, the better, because the bigger your social network is, the better your reach is in terms of when you will need it. I can't tell, but like when you will need it is when you need it, you will have to contact them. As for example, if you want to go to this event, or if you need someone else, if you are in this city and you want to visit this place and you need someone else, or I don't know, man, there's going to be other things. It's so beneficial to have a bigger circle than a small circle. And yes, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide. Of course, this is the whole point of the video. So the first one is, remember how I mentioned the open week? The orientation week, obviously that's when you're also going to make friends, and then afterwards there's going to be classes. So you're going to be having classes where you'll meet friends, obviously, and if you haven't got friends by then, obviously there are going to be other opportunities like societies, like I mentioned, projects that you worked on. Like for example, I play volleyball, and so I have a club. I play volleyball, obviously, so I joined volleyball club, and I have friends who are from volleyball and work really close to me now. And so we have trainings every like 2 days, and we have games every Wednesday in a week. So which means every 3 day in a week we normally see each other, which means it's like half a week we see each other. So and that's how you build connections, and through hobbies, then you will see challenges and you will work towards it, and you will find friends and you will make more friends and build connections closer to them. I don't think I need to mention this. To be fair, but just to put it out there. Another thing is, make sure you break the ice. Like during the orientation week, or during the first phase of meeting someone else, someone a new face, then make sure you break the ice. Make sure you're the one who reaches out. Make sure you are the you are the one who starts the conversation, because I'm not gonna lie, like most people are just like by themselves a lot, and it's really hard to get it out there. But when you're the one who's the one making the move, I mean, not like girls or boys, making when you're putting the effort out there, people really appreciate it, because like most people spend most of their time alone, not with their family, not with their friends. They spend their time not with anyone else, but just by themselves. That's just crazy. That's just like statistics. Anyway, back to the topic. And so the final thing is, stay consistent. When you're committing to a society, a club, make sure you stay consistent. Make sure you go along with them. Make sure you build those connections. Make sure you go through like hard, thick, and thin, so that you build connections as well. And this is not just about making friends. This is about building a community and being able to develop that sense of belonging in that community. So make sure you do that. Okay. Number 6, budgeting and living smart daily hacks. Let's go. This is a big topic, so hopefully you guys won't get bored. So remember how I said financial preparations are the most important thing? Financial preparations are the most important thing, obviously. So once you're here, you need to adhere to some of the rules to make sure that you don't spend as much as you want when things are here. Because for me, when I traveled from Myanmar to the UK, I have a lot of like opportunities not in terms of like the financial side, in terms of what I can get. That's just crazy. Like in Myanmar, I can order some stuff online, but it will take ages to get here, and there are no like return policies. There are some return policies, but there's not beneficial stuff going on in terms of like ordering online, or it's not accessible to get some stuff easily as in the UK, obviously, because like Amazon, for example, by the way, it's not being sponsored. Amazon, for example, it's Prime. It's crazy. Like I ordered today and I got it tomorrow. That's just not gonna work in Myanmar. Nobody's gonna work in Myanmar. So things like that, like I really enjoy my first. I just like keep on spamming, ordering on eBay or like those kind of stuff, and nothing is sponsored in this video. By the way, and I haven't gotten to the point of monetized. So by the way, if you like what I'm posting, if you enjoy my video, you know what to do. It's free. That little subscribe button down there, please. If you guys want to hit that, that'll be That will be the world to me. Okay, back to the topic, budgeting. There are different things that you can do the budget. So I'm sure you'll have a like fixed budget allocation once you are here. Once you Okay, 6 is budgeting and living smart daily hacks. For this, I'm going to mention one rule which most successful people apply to their finances. For the budget or for the income that you have allocated, for the budget that you have allocated for that specific month or year, make sure you apply this rule. This rule is called 50-30-20. 50% of all your allocated budget for your needs. Your needs basically means your rent, travel, utilities, and even groceries. And the second thing is 30. 30% of your allocated budget should go to your wants. Things like entertainment, your nights, social nights where you're gonna spend, or movie theaters, or even travel on like weekends and just hobbies that you normally do. That's where your finances should go. And for the rest of the 20, that's when you should be saving it for your future or for your emergency fund. That's what normal people apply to, and that's what people should normally apply to. But for students, I have modified it a little, and this is what you should be doing. For students, it's 40-30-20-10. 40, same thing, your needs. Rent, travel, utility bills, groceries, all those things are gonna go by 40%. That's your needs. Wants, same thing, 30, what you want to do. 20, same thing, savings. You should always save some money whenever you have allocated some or whenever you have some income. And the 10 is really important for us as a student. You know why? Because it's for your personal growth. You need to get that shit done. You need to sort that out, because for this one, where you need to spend, I'll tell you later. Well, I'll tell you in a sec. So where you should spend is basically on books, things like educational content, attending conferences, or I don't know, even listening to like TED Talks. Something productive, something that's gonna make you grow, something that puts you out of your comfort zone, something that's gonna make your career like grow further, something that's not gonna keep you as you are the next year or the following years. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you do that, and make sure you spend wisely. Especially books are a really good one. I have books like everywhere. I read books as well. So make sure you buy books that are relative to your career or that you want to read in terms of finances or marketing, business, or just in general. Make sure you buy books as well. Number 7, your mental and physical health is really important. And here I'm going to be talking more about physical health. Make sure you have an exercise routine. Make sure if there's a gym, go to the gym. If you don't have a gym, go for a run. Or make sure you have some sort of a routine integrated into your week or into your daily style so that you exercise at least at some point, because I can't stress to emphasize that spend time on your health. Please guys, like spend time on your health. All those times that you spend on your health are really going to be worth it by the time when you turn 60 or 70 or even before that. Because you know why? Because if you don't spend time building your health and taking care of your health, then you will spend those times later on in those years curing the diseases that's going to arise from not doing those things. So make sure you do that, okay? Number 8, I'm so excited for this. Travel and explore. This is the ultimate bonus quest of study abroad. You can travel, you can explore, you can see different things, or even go window shopping if you want, and you can see different things, different cultures, experience different infrastructures. There are a lot to explore in the world, and if you are in a new country, and once you get to a new country, bro, there's a lot to learn, and trust me, it's very eye-opening. So make sure you go out there and have a feel about what's up. And also make sure you document your life, because even if you have a family back home, or even if you don't, someone, or even by the time when you turn 20, 30, or even 40 and 50, when you get older, or even when you're lying on your bed, you will want to watch those videos of yourself. So make sure you document your life, and that's so important. Not just as a YouTuber, I'm emphasizing this, because make sure you document your life, because time flies really quickly. Even my videos that I filmed like last year, it's last year now, it's 2025, it's a new year. Time's gonna fly by second. Like even once you press record and stop recording, that time is gonna be like 2 minutes ago or 3 minutes ago, and it's just gonna keep scaling on. So what I'm telling you is time is very scarce and it's very precious. So make sure you record those like special moments if you want to see those again. Okay, that's it. Lastly, prepare before you move and make sure you take small steps daily. And the last thing is enjoy the journey. Make sure you have fun, because that's all about it. Okay. So there you have it, the ultimate guide for international students, how to thrive in a new country. Moving abroad is a brave step, and while it comes with challenges, it's also one of the most rewarding experiences you'll ever have. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and share it with someone who's about to start their international student journey. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.